Hi, I'm Kat and I play Red. If you remember many years ago when there were conventions and we could go out and see people and do stuff, we went to Spielwarenmesse at the beginning of last year, and we went and had a chat with the guys at NSV Games. They bought us the game, the Mind, Silver and Gold, Quicks, loads of really great little portable, quick and easy but ridiculously fun games. One of the things they showed us was very exciting but only available in German. The other day I got a package through and I got some English versions. So today we're going to have a look at a handful of games, and when I say a handful, I mean a handful. These are some little games from the NSV new range. We have Fency Sheep, we have Honeymoon, we have Thread Count, and we have Hungry Hamsters. Now, these little games are designed to be sold at airports, train stations, etc. Really cheap. I think it was about the £6–7 mark. They're little roll and writes designed for when you're on the move, and they're great. They come in these little paper packages, so there's no huge amount of wasted box and plastic and everything. And they're brilliant, and I was really excited about them, but we've had to wait a year for the English ones. Now, we've had a look at Hungry Hamsters. We played that yesterday. The rest I thought we'd open up on camera and have a look at. But let's have a look at Hungry Hamsters first. So, we opened this one up and played it yesterday. So, in each packet, you've got, that's your outer packaging, and then you've got a rule sheet. You've then got your pad, and you've got a pencil and a little dice. So, in Hungry Hamsters, each player rolls the dice and then marks spaces off in the hamster's burrow. So, I'm using the sheet we've already used. You must start in the middle burrow, and I'm going to cross off 3 spaces. Now, they must all be next to each other. I'm going to pick those 3. My opponents would also get to cross 3 off. Obviously, at the start of the game, it must be this central burrow. Subsequently, you can only mark off in burrows that you're connected to. So now I can cross off in here or in this burrow. Let's roll game 4. Now, all 4 spaces that I mark must be next to each other, must be in the same burrow. So I can't actually do these 3, but I can do these 4. Okay, right, 6. Ooh. Let's have a look. Where's a good 6? Well, I can go here or here or here. This burrow scores more points. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might have been a mistake not to go there, but never mind. Oh, and another 6, which is off the table. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, these little mushrooms here will score you points at the end of the game, as will the acorns. Play continues until someone starts in their 4th burrow. So at the moment I'm in 3, and the countdown for the end of the game will begin when I go into the 4th. On a 1, things work slightly differently. So, oh, look at me roll a 1. On a 1, I can cross out between 1 and 7 spaces anywhere, my choice. So I'm going to use this one that I brilliantly rolled to cross these 3 out. However, I now have to cross out 3 of these spaces here. So let's just, typical, roll a 3 now. Let's go 1, 2, 3, just to show you. 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I've now entered my 4th burrow, and the countdown for the end of the game begins, which is this little section here. So anytime a player rolls a 4 or higher, one of these spaces gets crossed out. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 again. Oh my goodness, right. Cross that out and go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go for the mushroom 4, 3. So the timer doesn't click over. Let's have a look at what I can do here with a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross off. 1, 2, 3. Oh my word. I've got all these little burrows. 4. So we do the 4 from this round, and that would be the end of the game. So I'm actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 here because I'm connected. So at the end of the game, we're going to score points for acorns, mushrooms, and completed burrows. So in this case, I think I only got 1 acorn, which would be 2 points. Mushrooms, I got quite a few mushrooms actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm trying to write numbers upside down. And then I'm going to score points for completed burrows. So I didn't quite finish that one. I got 5 there, 6 there, so 11. So my score here, which was pretty diabolical, 6, 8, would be 19. And that's Hungry Hamsters, basically. It's very cute, very quick, very easy. It's the sort of game that you're likely to play and then go, yeah, let's play another one. The pad is double-sided. We actually played yesterday with this side, and then there's a different map burrow that's slightly tougher on the other side. So that's Hungry Hamsters. Let's have a look at the other ones. Now the one I'm excited about is Fred Count, because this is about cats chasing wool. So let's tear it open. See, that comes out and then it pops. Pull your things out. Ooh. Then if we tear the bottom off, this folds out nicely. And here we have our instruction sheet. So, oh my goodness, she's not to try. Right, so I think they're all fairly similar. Are these double-sided? Yep, these are double-sided as well. So each of you has to draw 6 circles around dots highlighted by dark shadows. At the start of the game, each player is given a sheet. Again, these have an A and a B side. They recommend starting with the A. So you're going to give each player a sheet, and they are going to circle 6 of these shadowed spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 spaces represent porcelain cups. Now, I don't know anyone that has cats that leaves porcelain cups lying around on the floor, but there it is. Then you're going to shuffle up all the sheets and deal them out to the players. So it may be you get your sheet back, maybe not. So again, we're going to roll the dice. We're starting up the top here with the wall. So I'm going to move 2 spaces. So I'm going to go 1, 2, which means I have got a mouse. So I cross that off. Like a lot of games, similar, you can't cross your line, you can't double back on yourself. Let's have a look. I'm saying this while I'm trying to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got a sock. So I cross the sock off. So play is going to continue like this. Oops, 5, my word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got another sock. Play will continue like this until a player has a set of a mouse, a sock, and a paper aeroplane. The game end timer will trigger. This works similar to Hungry Hamsters, but here we need a 5 to cross the first space off, then a 4, then a 3, then a 2, and then the game will end. You will get points for every item you've picked up. So here I'd get 1 for my mouse, I'd get 2 for my socks, and I get none for my aeroplanes. You'll get bonus points for collecting a set. So your first set of 3 is worth 2 points, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you'll get minus 2 points for any cups you've knocked over the course of the game. Also, if you'll notice at the bottom of the pad here is the cat's paw. If you manage to reach the cat's paw, you get an additional 5 points. So this one's cute. We'll probably have a go at this one later, I think. So that is thread count. That's the second one we've looked at in this range. Again, the nice thing with these is they do kind of wrap back up pretty neatly. You're going to end up with loose pencils in your bag, but that's never a bad thing. Sheep or moon? What do you fancy?
Moon.
Moon. Honeymoon. So, bit of a pun, space-based. Whoever claims the moon is made of cheese is wrong. It's actually made of sweets. Let's have a look. So, oh gosh, that's why it's honey, isn't it? Honeymoon. Again, we have little 2-sided pads. I really like the variation options. Blue side. Okay, by cleverly digging tunnels, you try to get the delicious sweets hidden inside the moon. But beware of the pickled cucumbers, as these will be subtracted from your score. So these are the little pickled cucumbers. So, right, this is kind of a cross between the two. So, honeymoon's a bit of a crossover between thread count and Hungry Hamsters. Again, each player has a sheet, pencil, dice. Right, 2. So, I'm going to start, the starting point is these bobbly bits around the edge. And I have a 2. So I can dig 2. I'm going to go here and 1, 2. So I've got that white. I'm going to say peppermint because that's what they look like. And I'm going to cross that off there. So now I'm rolling a 4. Now these little blocks here, you can't get through. The pickles here are going to give me negative points at the end of the game. Now, the 4 must continue in a straight line from here. So I can't go that way. I don't want to go that way. I'm going to go here and I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I didn't really achieve much. 2. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I'm going to go here. 3. That's a honey, so I get a honey. Cross that off there. So the 1s work the same way as they do in Hungry Hamsters. So you can choose how many you want to use. So in this case, I'm going to use a 3 and go 1, 2, 3 to get me another honey and cross off 1, 2, 3. Typical 1, 2, 3. So play will continue until one person gets a full set of all 5 sweets, which seems quite tough already, to be honest. Then your countdown timer is going to begin. So this is 4s or more. So every time a 4 or more is rolled, you're going to cross one of them out. Then your points at the end of the game will be according to how many of each of the different types of candies you've picked up. So here I'd get 3 for my honey and 1 for my peppermint. So depending how far across you go, you get the points shown here. You're also going to get 5 points for each complete set of candies. And then -2 for your pickles. I quite like pickles, so I feel a bit cheated that they're minus points. There it go. So, and again we have a reverse side with some different stuff going on. So that is honeymoon. It's such a good pun, and we like that. So put these. I kind of feel like we need a little tin or something to put all of these in. They wrap up quite nicely afterwards, but if you're going to put them on your shelf or something, you might need something else. Fency sheep. So this is, the sheep are in the middle of a juicy green meadow, but there's no fence. The dice tells you which elements of the fence you can build. Okay, so turn the bottom off and, oops, get the rules out. These are just so sweet and nice, and NSV make great games. They're kind of like the best company you don't know about. We've all heard of the Mind and the game, but we all know about the Pandasaurus version, whereas NSV originally produced these games in Europe, and I think Pandasaurus basically take them and distribute them in America, as far as I'm aware. Don't shoot me if I'm wrong. So let's have a quick look at these rules. Right, at the start of the game, every player is going to pick one sheep to colour in. This is our super special sheep. He's worth 2 sheep rather than 1. So again, with more players, you're going to shuffle these up and distribute them out randomly. So we're going to roll the dice. 3. So we're going to write the number 3 here and draw the shape that's on the 3. So that's 2 across and 1 up. So let's go 2 across, 1 up. Let's try and get this special sheep fenced. 6. 6, which is this zigzag. So let's go 1, 2, 3. 5, okay. 5 is a zigzag in that direction. Wow. Let's go here. 5. Now, because we've already had a 5, we don't write the number in. We can instead choose any of these shapes to use and draw that on our board. So let's have a look at what we want. I'm going to use this 3 and go down 1 here and across 2 there. Okay, so 4. 4, which is this shape. So 2 across and 1 down. Right, I'm going to go. It's got to be there. Right, I'm going to go 2 across and 1 here. Now, this is bad because any bushes you go through at the end of the game are going to be -1. But it does get my special sheep blocked in, bearing in mind how close we're getting to scoring. So let's, oh look, it's a 2. So that's a 2. And we get this shape, which is 2 across. Ugh, I don't know. Oh, word. Let's go there. And then, oh look, I rolled a 1, which is that shape, which I'm going to put here. Now we've got to the yellow box here. So it's going to be the first scoring phase, which I haven't done very well in. I have a total of 1 sheep blocked in. Because he's my special sheep, he's worth 2 sheep, so I'm going to get 3 points. So that will be my score for the end of this round. Play's then going to continue until you have another 4 unique numbers. So 3 is fine. Oh gosh, I'm just drawing I'm drawing rubbish too. I am rolling rubbish. So let's go 1 and 2 up there. 5 is good. That's a zigzag. Ugh. Let's go there and let's hope for, oh wow, 4. This second half of the game is going really quickly. 1, 2, I'm going to go 2 across and 1 down here in the hope, oh, and a 6. So that would actually trigger the game end. So the 6 is that zigzag. Can I make that work? I think the answer is no. I think I needed a 5 rather than a 6. Let's go 1, 2, 3 for fun. So again, I did terribly and I'd only score 3 for my sheep. I went through 1 bush, which is going to be -1. So I'd be 3 plus 3 minus 1. So that would be a grand total of 5. I love the fact that in the example they're talking about getting 7 sheep blocked in before the first scoring. So that is Fency Sheep. I saw these, as I say, it was just over a year ago and was really excited about them. I think they're a really neat little package. We are the sort of people that pick up card games at the airport. I know when we came back from Spilvar and Messe, they had a big display full of Schmidt and NSV games, and we picked a couple up. They're great. They're just really nice. I like the lack of packaging. Obviously, you know, the only waste you have is that. That's it. Everything else that you need for the game is there. So, no, they don't take up any shelf space. There's no rubbish. They're just really great. And I can't remember the exact price point. I think it was kind of between £5 and £10. So they're a really good idea to get people gaming. If you've got a couple of kids or even just a couple of adults on a long train journey, you grab them. They keep you amused for the train journey. It's money well spent. You then put them on the shelf, you go back to them. Brilliant. I think I'm going to be tempted to find like some nice little tins or something. Cut these front covers out and put them on to keep them permanently in the shelf. Really sweet. They are all designed by Moritiz Dressler, all produced from NSV. I can't find them available anywhere yet, but coming soon. So watch this space. We love the fact there's a cat one, obviously. We've had a couple of games of Hungry Hamsters. I think we're going to go back to some of these others and see how badly I can do against Rob. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click like and subscribe. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Come and say hello to me there. At I Play Red. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.